What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about DigiByte. DigiByte is a coin I'm not a huge fan of. I still think this will do gains. Genuinely, I think this will do something, but I'm not a huge fan of it. But there's a few little options for earning, particularly if you don't have a great amount of capital at the moment. It doesn't require anything other than clicking a button. But I'll break down DigiByte, why I think it will have the gains, in spite of me not being a huge fan. And Binance has introduced some tax calculation tools that are worth talking about as well. They'll be available for certain people in certain countries. So I'll talk about that in this vid. But before I do, if you're new to the channel, guys, these are the first 26 coins I spoke about on this channel. They're also the first 26 I owned when I made the channel. Had you put in just $100 into each of these coins when I released videos about them, and you were still holding them, you never sold them, you just sat on them for a couple of years, did everything wrong as an investor, if you sold them today, you'd be in profit for like 16 grand from a $2,600 investment, and that's doing everything wrong. But if you'd have sold these coins in 2021 like I did when the markets were red hot, $100 into each could have netted you a profit of 123 grand. Huge difference between doing the right and the wrong thing. Now, as I said, sold all these off. These are not what I own anymore. But if you want to see my current portfolio, you can do. You just have to go to copymycrypto.com. On the site, I share every coin I own. Every one I buy, every one I sell. The members get that information in real time. We release videos on a daily basis talking about the markets, where we've been pinpoint accurate for months and months and months and months now. We have tutorials set up on the site as well, because we do have thousands of members and a lot have never been in crypto before. So these tutorials sort of help along the way on that crypto investing journey. On the site, we have had huge successes, both the site and this channel, to be fair. But Phantom leads the way in terms of gains. I created a course in 2020 talking about the best investment of the year, and it was all about Phantom. I said it would 100x or more. And I give a breakdown of exactly why. It's still up over 100 times since I did the Udemy course. In terms of a peak, it hit 677 times. So if you'd put 2 grand into Phantom when I released that course and you sold at the top in 2021, you could have made 1.3 million. I'll find another Phantom, and when I do, I'm going to go onto my site. I'm not going to create a course. I'm just going to go onto my site and do what I do with all other coins, which is tell the members about the coin, tell them the gains I think it can have and the percentage of my money I'm putting in. And if they want to copy along, they can do. And if that interests you, go read the site now, guys. So, DigiByte. Now, DigiByte, currently priced at basically 1 cent, does decent volume, not good volume, 6 million today, 167 mil market cap. Right. It's basically an open source blockchain. It's a fork of Bitcoin. There's going to be basically 1,000 times however many Bitcoin, like 21 million. So 21 million Bitcoin produced, so there'll be 1,000 times that, so it'll be 21 billion in total. Currently, 76% of the supply is out. It was created by Jared Tate, who's also known as Digiman, who oversaw its metamorphosis from development to its current setup before temporarily retiring in 2020. He then returned, and it continues to be closely involved with DigiByte's growth. So DigiByte's operations depend not only on developers, but the DigiByte Foundation, which is a volunteer organization tasked with overseeing and preserving the project. It's a modification of Bitcoin, so it aims to diversify security, speed, and capacity possibilities. Its first incarnation was DGB. The network had 5 separate algorithms which maintained its security and prevented ASIC miners from, commandeering all the power. Later, another offering, Digi Assets, appeared with the DigiByte token as its native token. Digi Assets appeal to those developers looking to launch digital assets, or dApps, and all fees and everything across the network are paid utilizing the DGB token. So this is the premise is very, very similar to sort of your Dash as an example. It's about fast digital currency. It's about being able to move quick, move cheap, and that's what DigiByte does. And like I said, the DigiByte is one of the oldest crypto projects out there. It's going to stand the test of time because it's been, well, it should do, because it's been around for much longer than most projects. In terms of DigiAssets, this is their sort of layer on top of the DigiByte blockchain that allows for sort of creation of digital assets, tokens, and smart contracts. Their aim is to effectively utilize the DigiAssets to grow the DigiByte ecosystem as well as bring in developers. So there's a few up and running. You've got DigiAsset X, you've got DigiBroker, and DigiAsset Tools, which are services that enhance and support the DigiAssets. Now, in terms of security, obviously it's very, very secure. The multiple algorithms ensure of that, and ensure there's no risk of a 51% attack. They actually have their own DigiByte wiki, where they run through what DigiByte is. The ecosystem is a bit weak, given that it's been up and running for like 9 years, really. It is utilized by a lot of payment processors. It's on a lot of exchanges. In terms of their sort of decentralized finance and centralized finance, it's pretty crap, in all honesty. They've got CoinRabbit, which is like DigiByte crypto loans, but beyond that, there's not much. If you are interested in getting free DigiByte, you can do with the faucets that they've got up and running, or faucets, depends on where you're from in the world, I guess. So digifaucet.org, freebitcoins.com, do it, and Faucet Crypto. And there's a timer, you can go through the process, but it's very straightforward. It's a way to gain and earn more and potentially build up a hoard of DigiByte if you're not looking to invest or spend money. In terms of the nodes, to be fair, they're not bad on the old nodes, so bring that up again. So this is their open nodes link, which shares basically how many open nodes are up and running and live worldwide. Good God. Not the fastest moving thing, I'll say that, guys. Come on. Wow. Super slow. Okay, maybe we'll come back to it. Maybe it'll be running. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so look, in terms of DigiByte, we'll have a look at the current mining breakdown as well. So you've got SHA-256, which is your Bitcoin. Then we've got Script, which is like been utilized by, I want to say Litecoin, but my brain's melting a bit. Then you've got Odecrypt, Skeen, and Qubit. So these 5 different algorithms mean that there's 5 different methodologies for mining. As I said, this secures the network insanely well. In terms of marketing, I do think DigiByte are really poor on that, and I'd like to see that grow. In terms of DigiAssets, at the moment, there's a few that are up and running, but generally we're not looking at tons. I do feel like the ecosystem's a bit weak in that regard. And yeah, I mean, look, again, right now, for me, the problem I have with DigiByte is, look, they've been up and running for so damn long. for so damn long, and they've not really grown an ecosystem that I am bullish on. But make no mistake about it, price is in an upward trend. It's a long-term upward trend. 11 cents was the high of the original bull cycle. Not the original, but the 2018 one. Hit heights of 15 cents in the most recent one. So it's on a long-term uptrend. There's no doubt about it. So I do think 20 cents is very, very achievable because there is a ton of holders as well. This is a massively held asset by a hell of a lot of the crypto community. It's cheap and easy to move around. There's a lot of strength in that, and the fact that there's such a strong community behind it, and there really is a strong community behind it. For me, if they can grow and they can get a real significant DeFi ecosystem in place, I think this can grow like mad. But I've seen no evidence of it really, which is why I'm hesitant to say this can do anything more than say 20 cents, because we've not seen over the last few years a real surge in ecosystem development. I know they're securing. I know they've been working on securing the network. I know they've been introducing DG assets, but I'm not seeing like a DeFi ecosystem that's ready to run. We've not really. There's like one crypto loans sort of thing, but beyond that, there's no borrowing and lending protocols. There's no DEX. There's nothing that's really exciting as a use case. So I'd really love to see that grow if they can start marketing effectively as well, and getting seen on a regular basis. This can do way more than 20 cents, but right now I would hesitate to say more than that. It's certainly in an upward trend long term, so 20 cents is very achievable, but I don't see the growth that I'd have liked to have seen. And contextually, it's been up and running since 2014-ish. So you're looking at like very little growth in terms of use case beyond sort of the movement of money, really. And when you look at something like Avalanche or Solana, or some of these new projects that have just grown, exploded, I'm not confident that they'll grow the ecosystem enough to have an insane run. My 2 cents. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you are a returning viewer, hit the subscribe button for 3 reasons. It helps the channel. It's good karma. It's a nice thing to do. It's going to boost your karma score in life. And these videos will make you money, so don't miss them. And before I get into the news about Binance, if you guys want to see the coins I hold, you can go to copymycrypto.com. On the site, I share my portfolio, release videos on a daily basis, talking about the markets, which we've been nailing every day for month on month now. The members get real-time updates anytime I buy or sell any crypto. We have tutorials set up as well for beginners, because we've got thousands and thousands of members, and a lot of them haven't invested in crypto before, so these tutorials help along the way. And we have a history of success on both the site and the channel, and nothing more so than Phantom. Obviously, Phantom went up 677 times from when I did a Udemy course about it and said it was going to 100x or more. I will find another Phantom. And when I do, I'm going to go onto the site and break the coin down for the members in the same way I do with all my other holdings. I'll tell them about the coin, the gains I think it can have, and the percentage of my money I'm putting in. And if they want to copy along, they can. If that interests you, if you're looking to sort of take all the research and time out of your crypto investing, go read the site, and remember that anything you read, you can verify yourself on the YouTube channel's history. And Binance. Binance have introduced a tool for calculating taxes on transactions. The tool, initially available to users in Canada and France, supports reporting of up to 100,000 transactions. So the free tool can support reporting up to 100,000 transactions. Several countries have introduced firmer requirements around taxation of crypto assets in recent months. At the end of last year, Italy brought in a 26% tax on crypto trading gains. Meanwhile, India this month added teeth to its crypto rules with the provision of jail time for up to 84 months introduced for non-compliance. As always, governments try and screw everyone out of more and more money and threaten you with losing your freedom if you do not comply. But Binance have introduced this. They're looking to effectively try and, well, it's twofold, isn't it? They've done it because it will help give them clout with governments, because effectively they'll go, look, we're complying to what your requirements are, and we've even made it easier for our customers to comply with the regulations in your jurisdiction. And number two, it does simplify things for many individuals. Hopefully, this will probably end up being shipped out to every user worldwide once they've tested it with the sort of initial rollout to Canada and France. But obviously everyone's in different countries, so you need to know your respective tax laws for those countries. And then you can utilize the tool once it's spread out to you to ensure that you're compliant. What a joke. These governments. Anyway, yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you're keeping well. If you are actually a user in Canada or France and you have tested this, or you're going, when you test this, let us know in the comments what it's like. Because obviously I'm not in France or Canada. So I'd be very intrigued to see what you guys have to say. Anyway, that's it from me. Take it easy. Bye-bye.